guys, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel, and of course, if this is your first time seeing me, hello. I hope that my misery and embarrassing stories give you the ego boost and win you over that you join the fam bam by the end of this video. And if not,
you can just leave because these stories really hurt my feelings.
I had written them out because I didn't want to forget them, and then I stumbled upon them, and I just feel bad for me. Like, I feel literal sadness for me reading this. So yes, this is all about the 5 times the wrong person watched my videos. Just to set you guys up, these are all funny and embarrassing stories. Nothing is, super morbid about it, where it's like, someone watched this video and I got fired, ha 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 ha. Starting with when I worked at a call center, and there was this older guy from another department who was oddly obsessed with me, and maybe I should talk more about that in a separate story time video because that can get dark and creepy real fast. But he would come and visit me at my cubicle, and I never knew what to do or say. Like, the whole situation was really weird and uncomfortable, and it didn't make sense how obsessed he was with me. But he did talk a lot about times of encouraging me to jump to other departments of the company that I would personally enjoy. Like, he knew I didn't like the department I was in.
Well, you're really, really creepy, but if you were to help me out at my job, that would be really, really nice. And I would probably dock creepiness points from you, and I would stop talking bad about you behind your back.
I did mention that I had a YouTube channel, among other things. I never really have liked to talk about my channel because I just haven't been making really well-polished videos. It's just me sitting down here talking to you guys, and I love it and I'm proud of it in that sense. But for some other fellow coworker to see it, that's just weird to me. But of course, when somebody tells somebody they're on YouTube, they have to see their videos. I'm sorry, I feel like my camera was doing so well and now it's like being weird. Sorry. I'll scoot back so the lighting's better. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying was, of course, he immediately searches for me on YouTube because that's what you do. And I don't know why people love clicking on this video. No, I do get why. I don't get why people have to tell me they've watched this video. Here is the video. It is about my worst breakup. It's a great video. You should watch it after you get done watching this video. Clearly, I look distraught in the thumbnail, and the video contains me sharing deeply personal information
that I talk publicly online.
And also me bawling my eyes out. So he watches my video, and then of course he comes and finds me at my cubicle. And you know what cubicles are, right? It's not like a real office room. There are these little short mini walls to give everybody privacy when everyone can hear everything and anything in the office. He goes on to tell me about how he watched my breakup video and it made him really sad and blah, blah, blah. And I am dying while he was telling me this, just praying nobody would watch this video. However, of course, somebody else watched the video. He ended up becoming my supervisor, and that was a little embarrassing because we were similar in age, and he was watching me bawl my eyes out. Oh, and you know what's really weird about this video is the majority of the time, the people who tell me that they've watched this video are men. I guess they just want to know my love life, but it's an old video. Again, I think it's me crying. This second time happened after college, and I started briefly talking to this guy. And he was a big subscriber of my YouTube channel, and it was very flattering. But, there's also a lot of ways where dating someone who watches your YouTube could, add a little tension, be a little detrimental. I get it, but I had no idea that these videos were going to be brought up in any conversation. It's exactly what you're seeing right there. It is me reading my high school diary.
There is a cute new boy at school. His hair is the best, but his face is just good.
So he messages me that he's watched this video and had collected these facts to tell me why this video was about him. And it made it worse because he was also excited to be talked about. It was awkward because, of course, this video had nothing to do with him, and so I'm having to kind of make him sad, I guess. Like, it was just awkward for me because I didn't really know him very well yet, and so I didn't even know what to say. But this is one of those stories where it's less cringy for me, but I felt pretty cringy for him that he like made this list of like reasons why it was about him. Like,
Please, like, you will know when you're in a story time video.
the third time was probably the first time this has ever happened because I had always wanted to do music videos. And so I made my friends do a music video with me to The Tide is High. And it was out for a couple weeks. And then I remember somebody from the newspaper club had been after school doing newspapery things. And she stumbled upon the video, and that whole club loved the video. And it's funny because I actually bumped into them before they went home because I stayed after school. And, you know, I was kind of flattered. I was like, oh my gosh, like, thanks for watching my video. I didn't think anything of it. Now, one individual of a newspaper club wasn't powerful enough to make a newspaper article on it, at least. But they did have the power to tell everyone and anyone. I came to school and I remember walking by an advisory room with myself in windblown hair plastered on the smart board with everybody in the advisory watching. We would be down to the last couple minutes of class, and I remember this girl named Raven raised her hand and was like, can we watch Lesley's music video on the smart board? I'm having to watch them watch it and them laugh their asses off at this video. Oh, that was bad. And then seniors would come up to us and they would sing The Tide is High. We were known as the Tide is High girls. In my yearbook, my superlative had a reference to that. And then also we had to give adjectives to people, and one of the adjectives I got was Tide is High girl. I was, you know, at that time I was pretty proud and I owned it because this was kind of my start. It was me getting the little subtle push out of the nest. But of course, all things get worse because now I have a little bit more confidence. You know, I have an audience. People are expecting these music videos. So I would try to think of new ways, and sometimes pushing the envelope meant being sexier because music videos were getting sexier. I was getting older, and I was constantly trying to keep up with the girls who were more developed than me because, fun fact, I didn't go through puberty till I was in college. So I was wanting to kind of have some sexualized videos. And I remember I made the stop motion holiday edition. And there was a little segment that I saved just for me to do like little striptease. So one summer I bump into my old high school science teacher, and he would joke and be like, you're the YouTube star, you know? And I told him I was still doing YouTube, so he decided in a nice way to look me up on his iPhone. The first video that pops up is my holiday video. I knew it wasn't appropriate to lunge at him, grab his phone, and toss it in the pool. So instead, I opted to be calm and collected, just playing it cool. Watching a stop motion video, but to me, it feels like a slow motion video. Just watching him watch this video, waiting for it to get to the part where I get a little naughty, and of course it happens, and I'm just like melting into my face. Even though I was embarrassed, I'm pretty sure he was more embarrassed, and he tried his best to play it off, but I felt like he never looked at me the same way again. Just wanted to be sexy so bad. Just wanted to be loved. Okay, we're down to the last story, but I feel like this is not going to be the last story in my lifetime. I really hope it is, but it's not going to be, knowing me. But I stayed friends with my college professor, and he decided to host something at this Mexican restaurant where all of us classmates went to reunite with each other and talk about digital marketing. And he knew that the reason why I was taking his classes was to work on my YouTube channel. And so he stayed subscribed. He doesn't, I think he watches it time to time because he loves to keep up with his students. And that's exactly what he did before the dinner, is he kind of caught up with everybody's media work that they were doing. So, you know, we had something to talk about. So, of course, he goes to my channel at a very wrong point in time where his recommended videos at the top are pretty baddie. And thank goodness my first interaction with him was in the parking lot, because I can't imagine how this conversation would go if it was taking place at the restaurant at the table in front of people. But he's pretty cool, so I think this is why he was so blunt about it, because it was funny to him. But he says, I know why people love your YouTube channel. You post videos about your underwear. Oh my, trust me, while I've been telling these stories, I want to scream more, but it's past midnight and people are asleep. It's just so bad that if I was a cat, I would have already lost all my 9 lives, like death by humiliation. If you guys are in some sort of mood to comment, I would love to know you guys' embarrassing stories, but if you can't think of any, I'm curious what your opinion is of what was the worst story I told you today. If this video made you join the fam bam, please give it a like, and I love you, I mean it. Bye guys.